Greetings, captains. Building a fleet is fun, but staffing that fleet can be a bit of an issue. As you progress through the game and increase your account level status, you'll soon unlock the ability to populate your fleet with little captains of your own. Upon reaching the required XP to purchase your new ship, you go ahead and you hit that little purchase button. You'll be given a little prompt screen that has a couple of choices. The first is to buy the ship with or without a port, which will be based upon your port slot availability. The second is to buy the ship with or without a captain. And the three options below pertain to that captain. You'll notice those three options later on in the video. But here's the trick. Do not buy your new ship with a captain. For instance, there is a brand new North Carolina just launched just for this video who was in dire need of a captain. And this is what your new ship is going to look like, captainless. You go up to the upper right hand corner, you hit the recruit button, and you'll be prompted with a window to recruit. Yes, you want to recruit. You see now you actually have an image of the captain that you can recruit, and those same three options below. But by hitting the refresh button, you can scroll through pictures of the prospective captain and names. Keep hitting refresh until you find a right combination between the names and image that you want, and then choose from the options below to spend gold to give him 3 points to start with, silver for 1 point, or no money at all for a completely vanilla captain. As you see in my fleet, we have the Reed brothers and the Harper boys. We're a very family-friendly fleet. Now, buying premium ships come already with commanders, and I recommend moving them to the reserve to be used later. But what happens next also applies when you transfer one captain from one ship to another. As you'll see here, I have the premium ship Texas, and in my reserve is a captain who is trained for the Texas with his 3 points that are unused, brand spanking new. So what I'm going to do is move him onto the North Carolina. And as you can see, when I hover over his name, it now shows that he is untrained for the North Carolina and requires a period of retraining to the tune of 1,050 experience points. That's not a lot to start with, so let's do it. Let's recruit him. If he was an established captain, that would cost no more than 50,000 experience points. I know, that's a lot. But of course you can supplement that retraining by spending 500 doubloons to forego the retraining altogether, 200,000 credits to have the training time, or to spend nothing at all and have him go through the entire XP grind to retrain. In this case, since it's only 1,050, I'm not going to spend any money at all. Now he is the captain of the North Carolina going through retraining. Let's use some of the points that he has in store. Now, as a battleship, it's pretty safe that your first skill point that you're going to want to pick is Basics of Survivability. While Basic Fire Training is a very good second option, survivability to stop the fires and floods that will happen to you is very nice. And as you can see, the skill is actually orange right now, and that just highlights that he is currently going through the retraining process and that this skill will currently be retarded by 50%. Some skills will not function during a retraining process that you need to be mindful of. Now, the second skill has some really nice skills and some not so nice skills. But for battleships, really the only one that you really want to go for in battleships is the last Expert Marksman. This increases the speed at which your turrets turn, which is very important if you ever watch the Warspite video. But before I do that, I want to draw your attention to the left of the screen where it says redistribute for 25 doubloons. Right now, 1 point has been spent. If I spend 25 doubloons, I will get that point back to put somewhere else like Basic Fire Training. Now watch and see what happens when I put my 2 remaining points on Expert Marksman. The doubloon cost to take those 3 points back and redistribute them is now 75. And when you compare that to an 18-point captain redistribution cost, it is 450 doubloons to take all those 18 back to redistribute them, which is why it is very important from the very start to know what skill points you want to put where for which ship on which captain. And boy, are there a lot of ships available to you, and you are going to want to have a captain for each. So if you haven't already, look down the tech tree lines and check out the ships that you're most interested in adding to your fleet, and look at their specifications. Look at their artillery, look at their torpedoes, look at their maneuverability, look at their concealment. All those factors will help you best gauge what kind of captain skills you're going to need. Unfortunately, you cannot see ammunitions, consumables, and or upgrades at this time, which is a little rough because not all ships within the same class are equal. For instance, the Khabarovsk and Gearing, both tier 10 destroyers, do not have the same modules made available to them. The Gearing has Gunfire Control System Modification 2, which increases the overall range of the main battery. The Khabarovsk does not get that. There are other minor changes for consumables, especially like on cruisers for radar in regards to duration and range. But not everybody gets the same stuff. And why would you want to? Come on. There are many ways in which you can build a captain, but the most important factor in a build is your own personal playstyle. That said, here are a few builds that I run. For US destroyers, notice how I move down the skill tree by taking one skill per level, and as each new skill point requires more and more captain experience. To highlight the differences between nations within the same vessel category, here is my Soviet destroyer build. And another if I want to forego the 5th level skill. For US Navy cruisers, this is your basic bread and butter build, to shoot down as many aircraft as possible. And if you like to get close and personal and brawl in your battleships, here's a build for German battleships. There's a good number of combinations, and you'll find more in common than not. However, it's vital in regards to saving the most time and or money by planning ahead and saving skill points for the highest skill that you want to reach. This will leave you with a lot of captains collecting points. Alright captains, this is a little different, and I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson and the insights into the personnel issues that plague the fleet. I encourage potential captains to browse the forum, browse the wiki page. I'll leave the links in the description box below. If you guys have any questions or comments about the video and or your captains and other spec issues, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. I will do my very best to answer each and all. Well, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vid and learned a little bit about how to captain. How to captain your captains. So until next time, I will see you all in game. Have fun. Fair seas.